Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Powell, then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Hero in at the two-guard spot. And for Chicago, Lauri Markkanen out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jaden Ivey, then it's Buzelis, and it's Clutch in at the point guard position. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
Inside, here's Adebayo. And the big finish by Adebayo.
Man, he put a little something extra on that finish.
To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. Markkanen from long range. Mitchell grabs a miss. Powell right side. About a minute into this first quarter. Hero, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Ivy outside. Drains the triple.
Well, the roles were reversed right there. Usually it's Ivy creating off the dribble. That time someone created for him.
Powell, a screen on Ivy. Outside for Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Powell right side. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer. Buzelis grabs the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And here's Ivy from the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Powell passes to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Down low. Here's Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Mitchell misses.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Pass to Clutch. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Tyler Hero.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he drops the first. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Hits both from the stripe. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. Miami in second.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Adebayo. Hero against Ivy. Now here's Jaquez. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Powell. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Chicago leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Miami has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Powell. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Now Hero. Here's Adebayo. Here's the teardrop. Here's Clutch. Checked by Mitchell. And here's Ivy from the arc. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. Heat trail by 10. From downtown. Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Buzelis. Markkanen outside. Fires for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. And here's Hero. Outside Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
Bulls leading by 8. Markkanen with a screen on Mitchell. Clutch passes to Markkanen. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami.
Andrew Wiggins.
Ivy outside. Pass to Buzelis. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Powell outside. Now Adebayo. Robinson defending. Robinson against Adebayo. Over Robinson. They get the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Chicago passing it around. Pass to Clutch. Ivy outside. 6 to shoot. The shot. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 13. Here's Powell. It's guarded by Markkanen. Markkanen against Powell. Adebayo sets a screen. Again, the Heat misses.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Adebayo with a steal. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That is a big-time finish by Wiggins right there. I love when he finishes with that type of authority.
Pass to Buzelis. Ivy outside. Here's Buzelis. Here's Clutch. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Off target from outside.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Here's Clutch, following the three-point basket by Miami. Markkanen outside. Here's Clutch. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Clutch has got 5 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now here's Powell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. To the wing on the left. Here's Clutch. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Over to the left wing. Here's Adebayo. Chicago with a rebound. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Clutch. To the paint. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got his 2nd basket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Powell outside. Wiggins outside. Adebayo, a screen on Ivy. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Going with almost an entirely new group here. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Jovic comes in for Jaquez. Murray's checked in for Norm Powell. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. Bulls on D. It's an 18-point lead. There's a screen. Wiggins from long range. And Ivy pulls it down.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Banked it in off the glass. Clutch has got 12.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Ware. Wiggins right side. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clutch. 12 points for him. Now here's Robinson. Here's Clutch. Shot clock at 6. He buries it from 3. 15 points in the game.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Here's Ware. And the Heat, another 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Robinson. Here's Buzelis. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Smith passes to Jovic. Now Wiggins. Buzelis grabs the board.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Clutch. Covered by Smith. Here's Clutch. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Chicago ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Then there's Khalil Ware. Then there's Jakic, and it's Jovic in at power forward. Powell for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Clutch. Pass to Boozer. Here's Clutch. From deep. The rebound by Ware.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range, and if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Powell outside. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you, Brian.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Novic's shot is off.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Back to Ivy. Pass to Robinson. Here's Clutch. Puts up a 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Ivy outside. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Jakic. Pass to Wiggins. Over Buzelis. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wiggins got 7.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
Here's Boozer. Yet to see a basket. Here's the 3. The rebound by Ware. Powell surveying the D. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. That 3's off the mark.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Chicago passing it around. Robinson with it. Pass to Clutch. From deep. And he can't get that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Ware. Robinson defending. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. To the left side wing. Pass to Boozer. Fires from deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
Here's Jakic. Let's go with a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he's good on the first of 3. So for Miami, Adebayo comes in for Ware. And it's Hero in for Jovic. He does not get the second one.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And he nails the third. Chicago leading by 21. Ivy outside. Rebound Miami. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
Out to the right wing. Here's Boozer. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Heat trail by 18. Baseline jumper, and it's Miami with another.
And that mid-range shot looking good by Wiggins that time. You could tell he has put a lot of time into that shot.
Here's Clutch. Give him 23. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, they've done a pretty decent job of taking care of the ball, but turnovers can pile up quickly.
And the Heat making a change here. Bears checked in. Wiggins outside. Outside Adebayo from the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Clutch. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Ware. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ware's got 12 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Hero for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Clutch. Lets it go from deep. Adebayo grabs the board. Powell outside. Now Ware. Hero, the pass to Powell. Back to Hero. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Bulls leading by 12. Here's Clutch. There's a screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. The 3. That doesn't go either for Hero. And the Bulls' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. A nice shot by Ivey.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Hero. Over Ivey. And there's Hero. That's good. On the assist from Jaquez. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter. Chicago leading by 14. Here's Clutch. 24 points for him. Now Robinson. Ivey, left side. 6 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. Ivey's got 11 points.
Well, he's only a 6'4" guard, but with that explosiveness, Ivey is lethal around the rim.
To the inside. Here's Ware. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Left side Adebayo. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Clutch passes to Boozer. Here's Clutch. From behind the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. It's Jaquez on the wing. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can see Jaquez has put a lot of time in working on that catch and shoot game.
Pass to Boozer. Lets the 3 fly. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat trail by 16. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Miami Heat. On Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Magic, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams will be getting sharper every time out.
1:36 left to play in the second quarter. Clutch passes to Ivey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, it's not just the move from Ivey. It's the fact that he also was able to get to the rim, and he didn't waste all that handle.
Hero for 3. Boozer grabs the board.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And here's Ivey from the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Ivey's got 16 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Miami moving it around. There, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Miami, no good that time either.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Ivey outside. Jacks up with 3. Rebound Miami. Jaquez has got 4 rebounds now. Right side Mitchell. Here's Ware. Offensive board. Here's Adebayo. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 6.
Yeah, you love Adebayo chasing the basketball and running down that offensive board.
Launches it. That one is off. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Chicago ahead, leading by 17. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front? 4-player trade, and from what we've heard, not an easy negotiation. Fellas, who are you liking the most in this one?
An intriguing move for them. Landing Markkanen. Man, he'll help that space that they create on the floor. He'll open up the offense, and he could be a nice piece that they can keep for a long time.
Yeah, he's certainly grown since he came into the league. Teams have to guard him. And I'll tell you one thing about Markkanen, Kenny.
What's that?
He can finish. You get it? He's from Finland.
Oh, Finland.
And he can finish.
That was deep.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Chicago Bulls.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
Thanks for joining us.